Welcome back out to the garage, guys. We're back out here with a nice fresh cup of coffee. Today we're going to work through getting the throttle pedal from a modern 5-liter pickup truck with the electric pedal movement and modifying it to replace the manual pedal, as you would call it, the drive-by cable pedal in Josh's 86 Bullnose. So I grabbed the throttle pedal out of his truck and I grabbed the throttle pedal out of a stock 5-liter out of the junkyard. And we are going to strip the electric movement, whatever you want to call it, off the pedal and see if we can't build an adapter bracket to make it bolt in where the stock one goes at roughly the stock angle. So let's get the coffee in us and let's get after it. Okay, so in front of me here I have Josh's stock pedal, and as you can see it kind of mounts at an angle on the firewall, runs a cable, pretty standard stuff. This is your electric moving pedal out of a 2011, 2014, somewhere in there, F-150. Of course, we've cut the cable and cut the harness for the electric moving pedals because we don't need that. And then I pulled the 2 pins, got rid of that chunk, and here we have just the electric pedal, like the potentiometer and everything, and then the stock mounting. So what I need to do is I need to figure out how to make that replace this at the correct drop, the correct angle, and to make sure that it's not in the way of everything. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to roughly figure out where this needs to sit height-wise to be correct with the pedal angle. And then I'm going to remove the old pedal. I'll just cut this pin because I don't know how well you'll be able to see it, but it is knurled so that it's pressed into the pedal arm. And then the ends are kind of like folded over like rivets. So first thing I'm going to do, like I said, figure out this angle, and then we'll cut this out. If any of you have done this before, like, let me know in the comments how you did it. If you got a video, like, pin the video for me, because I'm 100% new to trying to do this. And just like I'm sure you were the first time, I'm going to struggle my way through it until we figure it out. But yeah, throw a comment down below. Let me know what you think, what you've done, and what your idea is. All right, so like I said, cut that pin. I marked this out and traced it so that I know the angle I need and everything. So with it in here, it kind of sits somewhere close to here. So what I need to do is I need to cut a little bit of this ear off so I can get this down into the position it needs to sit. And then I can start to build brackets. I'll probably build a couple ears up to my holes where my pins used to be. And then maybe a plate to support the back so it's nice and steady. But we're just gonna keep tinkering our way through this here. So step 1 to making this work is to modify the original pedal mount. So I cut part of the ear off and I notched this right here and I cut this tab off. So now I have this marked kind of where I want it, and I notched this so that this pedal can just sneak right down inside there like that. And as you can see here, my yellow mark and my yellow mark are lined up. This is how I want that pedal. So I grabbed some scrap plate and I cut out a chunk that's going to sit in here like this. And I don't know how well it'll pick it up on the camera, but inside there, it's nice and tight. I can weld it. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to make a little ear here that I can drill my hole and bolt this where the pin used to be through there. And I'll make an ear on both sides. But first of all, I'll make this ear, I'll drill it, and I'll put my bolt through. After I put my tabs on my plate and drilled them, I pinned the pedal to my plate with a chunk of all thread because I didn't have a long enough 1/4-inch bolt, but I had some all thread metric rod. I don't know, what is it, M6? Yeah, I don't have nuts for it, so I'm not going to cut it and bolt it that way. I'll just get a proper length 1/4-inch bolt and a couple washers and a lock nut, and it'll be good. So now it is on there and steady, and I've welded the base in place. So it is ready to go on the truck and test fit. But Because the truck's not here, and I'm for some reason cocky enough that I think this is going to work, I'm going to clean this up a bit with a buffing wheel on a grinder. We'll give it a coat of primer and we'll see how it looks. So there we have it, buffed up enough that we are ready to give it a coat of paint. I didn't bother getting rid of every ugly weld on it because then how would you know I did it? But actually that was really easy, guys. If you got a better way to do this, like I said, let me know, because that was the easiest way I could think of doing it. So let's get a coat of paint on this and we'll see what it looks like when it dries. Okay, here we have the finished product. I put 2 coats primer on it and 1 coat of a metallic silver. It was the only top coat I had in the garage. And as you can see, the stock 3-bolt mount, at least 2 of them can still work with the bolts with the washers on them. I can get this bolt in as well. I just have to take the washer off it. Not a big deal. I did end up finding some nuts for my metric all thread, so it's on there now, and it is sturdy. So now we have full throttle actuation, and it does not bottom out. So that is ready to go in the truck and test fit and make sure that our angles are correct, but I did my best to follow what the stock one did. So we'll see if this fits. Thanks for tuning in this time, guys. If you liked what you saw, hit like, maybe subscribe. Helps me, doesn't hurt you. And if you got any comments or ideas, or I don't know, something I did that you thought was really stupid, comment down below. I try to answer everything, and hopefully, you know, if it was something I did that was stupid, maybe I can learn from it. So we'll catch you next time.